I'm going to call this session Tales from the Dive Bar. When I was younger, in the early 2000s, I turned 21 in 2003, in the summer of 2003. But in the early summer, in like May or so, June, I started working at this dive bar because my mom worked there, and she got me. She a nepo baby, I guess. I got juiced in. And I was young, and I didn't really do much drinking before that, some barrel parties and shit like that. But so I was kind of timid, and it was a real dive bar, Like when I say dive bar, I mean like a working person's bar. We had a lot of people from all different aspects. And one thing we had was a lot of women who were somehow they had full custody of their kids because this was, Michigan 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. And a lot of times they just gave the kid to the mom. I've talked about it in the past. The mom was more necessary. And we'd have these moms raising these kids from a bar stool with good dads. A couple of them stick out in my head, but there was more than a few in the years that I worked there. And women at a dive bar or something else, all sorts of them. And it just goes to show me the mentality of women. And it's like I don't blame them really because it's hard to blame them after being told this kind of shit your whole life. But I mean, I didn't have all this fucking hair. I had a nice haircut. I'm kind of growing it out now. I don't really give a shit. I've seen how much it grows. This is 6 months from bald head, by the way. So, but I had a nice haircut. I was like 40 pounds lighter. I looked good. I was in my early 20s. I was single. Going to college, working there. Working as a cook too at another place, waitresses and everything. I was having a good time. And I came up with this saying when I worked there that just came up. It said, I've never seen a ring plug a hole. And I know that's offensive, but there's a reason why. And it's because I personally have been propositioned by several married women. Women that would come into a bar with their husband on like a Friday night and be kind of flirty, but just like as much as like a 35-year-old woman flirts with a 21-year-old dude with their husband right there. Thanks, honey. Oh, yeah, cutie, blah, blah. But then their husband wouldn't be there. They'd be on like ladies' night on Saturday. How big's your cock, huh? Let's see it. All that kind of shit. A couple of them stayed after. They do the bathroom trick. I'd be closing down the bar, check the bathroom. What the? Oh, hey, I didn't know it was closing time. What are you doing? Let's go back on the pool table. This kind of shit was regular. And if it wasn't me they were coming after, they were going after some other dude. And I would see all this shit and be like, I gotta keep a straight face with your husband who's cool. I decided a long time ago just to stay out of shit because I was like, if I try to intervene and tell people, it's gonna just be horrible. These bitches are gonna ruin my life, or their husbands are gonna punch me out, or just it's not gonna be good. But I racked up more and more and more of these experiences, not just with myself, but watching it happen with other dudes, other single dudes. My friends would come in, oh, Avery's working, let's go to a fucking bar and hang out with Avery because he's our buddy bartender, right? I'm sure it's happened with other people. And then they're getting hit on, like, wow, these cougars are insane. And nothing's changed. This idea of, I want my cake and eat it too, that women have in the world. I don't understand it because I'm a dude. But I asked a chick friend of mine we've messed around in the past and I've known her for many years, and she's always been cool. But she's like, I think like a dude, like she's got a body count, but she doesn't care because she's thinks like a dude. And she said, well, this is what's up, Avery. Women, they want that secure guy, the one that's good with their kids, that's not theirs, the one that has a paycheck, the one that opens the door for them and treats them like a lady. Women want that. But then they want the, half drunk biker dude to pipe them down. That's flat out what she said. And she goes, not all women are like that, but most of them are in this day and age. They want the cake and they want to eat it too. And you got to think of that. And ever since then, I have been a huge proponent of being single. Basically, I've had, my kid's mom, but we were together for like a year and it was rocky the whole time. And it was, I honestly think God made it happen because like we didn't have anything in common. she was cute and all that, but I wasn't just like, oh man, she's so hot. And she was annoying and all this shit. And we got together, and we had a kid, and we split up. And now we got custody of the kid. But ever since then, I was like, I've been doing the single thing since long before it was popular. Because I'm like, there's no point to this. Even if I'm with this chick and she actually likes me, she's going to go out with her buddies and fuck some dude and be like, oh, it's just one time. I'm so sorry. I love you. It was just sex, you know? Just sex. It's crazy, guys. And they're I'm not saying they're all like that, but most of them are. Like, back to the bar thing, I've seen chicks go out in the back of the pool, because we had a pool, you know, like, I worked at a pool hall, and imagine like two big trailers, right? It's in a big old building, but imagine like two trailers, and this trailer is like the main bar, and then it cuts over to the little kitchen area, and then the other part of the bar that was usually closed down unless it was pool week night, because there's this big pool tables back there. There's no point. The bar wasn't back there, none of that. That's where chicks like to go and suck dudes off that they met at the bar, because it was wintertime. Like, I ain't going outside to blow you. Let's go do it in the back room over here. And I've seen those same chicks get done blowing some dude on the pool table, you know, and then their husband comes to pick them up and they kiss them. Fuck, man. Guys, stay single. Go find a woman overseas or something. This isn't like a woman species thing, you know. It's not like all of them are doing this. This is mainly a Western, Western thing. American, Canadian, Australian, New Zealand, Western Europe. You can still go to Eastern Europe, excuse me, and find a good woman. The Philippines, Southeast Asia. Gotta watch your shit a little bit. I mean, they're still out there. Makes me sigh to think that, because, like, that's not how we're designed. People are supposed to get together, have a kid, live happily. There's more fulfillment in it. I think people should use their 20s. Go out and get laid. Fuck a bunch of people. Get it out of your system. And then realize that chasing tail isn't as fun as having somebody you trust and know and can rely on. It's just so hard to get to that point. To trust and rely on somebody. You know, it really is. And I don't know the secret to get out of that. All I can tell you is tales from the dive bar. If it's going on like that in my small town in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, then it's going like that everywhere. And this idea that women have of, I need to have the guy that's nice to my kid and pays the bills, and then I need the construction worker that sticks his 10-inch dick up my ass on the weekends. That's like a normal thing. And they can do that in their mind. They can transfer over from that. They can go from, well, he's my husband, I love him, he's so great to my kids, to, well, I like it when fucking Rex pipes me down at the Crystal Room Bar. I could say it because it's not open anymore, whatever. But you see what I'm saying, people? There's, just go live your life. From a 44-year-old dude, I've worked in dive bars for 20 years. Stopped working in bars about 4 years ago when I got custody of my kid, because I got tired of trying to babysit people, and I'm responsible for them. So, like, when they go crash into a tree, it's my fault. But when I cut them off and they go in the parking lot and pull a bottle of Bacardi out of their fucking glove box and pound it and then go drive into a telephone pole, it's still my fault. So I got tired. I said, no more of that. When I got my kid, and I was like, I need to be liable. I need to get rid of liability in my life. But that's one thing that stays with me, even years later here, is my knowing how women work in this day and age. Most of them. And it's unfortunate. You know, I tell my son even, hey, like, if you want to have a little fun, but be careful, you know. It's not important. Don't let the peer pressure, oh, you haven't got laid yet. Don't let any of that shit, don't, just forget it. It's irrelevant. But I just want to come in here and tell everybody that is an opening from Tales of the Dive Bar. I will take specific situations and talk about them, but I just wanted to kind of open up this section as Tales from the Dive Bar. Women and men in the dive bar. Thanks a lot, people. See you on the flip side.